Hey, what is up YouTube? I'm back again with another video. So this is a video that I've been wanting to film for a while now, but I've never had the complete or the most correct items for the video until now. So without further ado, let's jump in. So this is a video of all the components, the correct components for the SRU-21/P pilot survival vest. This was a survival vest that was, from what I understand, designed to replace the C1 survival vest, and developed in the early 60s and used all the way, well, technically used all the way up until the late 90s, early 2000s, but there were a few variants that came after this vest. This particular one is size large. It is new old stock or unissued. It has never been modified or used in any way really, and it has a contract of 1981. So I guess we'll start on the right side of the vest and then just work our way over. Using several different sources and one particular reference photo from a manual, I've put together what I can gather as a packing list for the vest. Now, of course, depending on branch, era, specific job, that the contents would actually vary. Understand that this is a way to fill your vest by the book. I always get people commenting on my videos of, oh, well, you know, you're teaching people the wrong stuff, or you don't know what you're talking about, especially when it comes to the butt pack stuff. Understand, guys, that this is by the book. It isn't like, now, obviously, there's some of these items that they would carry regardless, but, so just understand that. So, let's start. On each side of the vest, you have these small pockets, one here, one here. The manuals, there's only one reference photo that I could find that suggests a compass goes in this pocket, but the main reference photo that I looked at, it had nothing listed for those small ones up top. Down below it, this long horizontal pouch, you'd have your net gill fishing. This one is, I would say unissued, but the package itself is torn and has a contract of 1970. Then your fire starter, aviation, survival, magnesium. This is just one of those magnesium bars, and it has a contract or a manufacturing date of May of 1987. Now understand that this is mostly geared towards Vietnam era stuff. So yes, this is post-war dated. However, their fire starters would have looked exactly the same, and of course I could just take this out of the package and nobody would ever know the difference. But since this is just a reference, I am going to leave it in the package. These are pretty good. You can still buy them, but yep, so there's that. And then water carrier. This one is the bag storage drinking water, size B, 3 pint. There's the federal stock number or national stock number, the mill spec number. Miller Brothers, the manufacturer, has a contract of 1975 and just says US. Here's the closure on it. You just roll it up and then it has this loop, and then you have a belt loop or something to hang it off of. So those are the 3 items that would be carried in this pocket right here on the wearer's right side. Down below it, you have the Prick 90 radio. This one, I was told it's working, but I actually haven't had batteries yet to test it. This one has a contract of, looks like 1987. Well, it says manufacturer 22887, and then the contract of 94. So, not really too sure on that one. And then you might be saying it's missing the antenna. I actually do have the antenna, but the one that they sent me is broken. The threads broke off on the inside here, and I was able to get it out and glue it back on, and they actually sent me another antenna, but just so it doesn't accidentally break again or whatever, I'm just gonna take the antenna off and store it like that. Down below here is the knife pocket, and in there would be the standard USGI pocket knife, or demo knife, whatever you want to call these, the lineman's knife, or no, not the lineman's, but yeah, the demo knife, whatever. I also forgot to mention, I think there's one other survival radio that will fit in here. This is, like I said, the Vietnam style vest. Later on, they changed it to where this pocket was on that side and was larger. And then before that, I think there was a variant where instead of nylon, they replaced these pockets with the aramid fabric that the flight suits are made out of. And then later on, when they added the bigger radio pocket, it was all the aramid pouches, except these are nylon, just like the Vietnam style. In the top pocket, it says, the reference photo that I found says tracer and ball ammunition. I don't have tracer, but I do have ball and hollow point, so just for display, I have those. It doesn't say how much, though. I just have 2 stripper clips, but these are just ones that I threw in there for the video. Down below it is the beacon, or the marker light. If I can get it out of here with one hand. There we go. So this is the SDU, where is it? SDU-5 light. I've never tested this thing. I don't have the battery adapter to test it. Basically, I picked this up at a surplus store probably about 5 or 6 years ago for like $2, so always kept it around. And then this is the really interesting piece. In this back pocket here, you have the signal kit, or signal kit personal distress, AP or A/P25S1, 7 signals, red, hand fired, type SDK-15/P25S. So basically, you got your 7 flares, and then you have your pin flare. And it has a firing pin, and you would just shoot it like that up into the air. These flares are from May of 1966. And I also have the original cardboard in there as well. This is another hot ticket item that a lot of people highly desired. You either just find the pins, or you find the pins and some of the flares, but usually not all 7 like this. And all the reference photos that I've seen, or that I've cross-checked, this stayed the same, this stayed the same, and this stayed the same. This has always been, as far as I know, the pocket knife pouch. This has always been the distress light marker, and then this has always been the foliage penetrating signal kit. The vest itself is adjustable. several different ways. In this configuration, it is the largest way to wear it, and it just laces up in the back, kind of like a corset. It is adjustable up to like 45 inches though, so keep that in mind. And then on this side, which is intentionally left bare, was designed for either the revolver or the pilot survival knife. Like I said at the beginning, pilots and aircrew members who had these vests typically heavily modified them. So you might pick up a vest with different pouches. It might be missing different pouches. It may have the holster attached, or the holster and the knife, or just the holster. It's really their own preference. Inside is just my 38 Special Smith & Wesson Victory model. Basically, you just have this. It had a tag that said "Don Vest Position Holster and have sewn." So basically, you just have it sewn along this strip, the strip back here, and then the strip on the inside. Another item that a lot of people usually end up missing or having to go without is the Survival Kit Individual Tropical Tactical Aircrew. This one is used mostly complete. It is missing some items. There'll be an individual video about this kit. But just to kind of show you guys a little bit of a preview, there's most of the items in here. Not to be confused, this kit with this one, which is a little bit bigger. This one, the Packet Individual Survival Kit Operational Hot Wet Environment. This one was for Special Forces. This one is the aircrew one. And there'll be a video on this one too. In the reference photo, it says to keep the signal mirror or survival mirror inside this pocket as well. Then up top in this smaller pocket, you have the non-pneumatic tourniquet. And then it says that you should also carry in this pocket the lensatic compass. I found that that's next to impossible to get to fit, so I just carry the compass up here, and in here is just a modern one. And then on the inside, you have two Velcro pockets, one on each side, and it says to carry, on one side you should carry storage pocket for assembly instruction sheet, and then the other one, storage pocket for training manual 55-8465-215-10. But with all that out of the way, here are the complete contents for your SRU-21/P pilot survival vest, or a guide if you're trying to fill your own. And you can see here's the reference photo that I've used. It maps it all out for you guys. A few other accessories that I have is just a whistle, some dead batteries, and adapter for the Prick 90. Of course, the spare antenna. And then one air crewman that I was talking to a few years back said that a lot of guys that he worked with didn't use the holster for the vest because it would throw the weight of the vest off if you had the rest of the vest empty. He said that a lot of guys used the cross-draw holster, which is this thing. so that this would allow them to carry their firearm without, in case if they had to ditch their vest or whatever, they could always keep their firearm on them. And this is a very simple holster, just a metal clasp that kind of like a spring clasp that holds it in place. Doesn't seem like it would work very well, but it's actually really nice. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions about this stuff, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, have a nice day.